Got to make sure you get that in my nose, child. Hey, y'all. What I do? Okay, let me see, cause I don't know here. Hold on, I should have been did this testing out my. Ooh, hold on. Ooh, okay, all right. Hopefully we won't even have no, trolls. Ooh, trolls and stuff coming up in here. Well, hello, Sting. You know you got my prayers, boo, and my condolences on your loss, honey. We here for you, cause I know how it is, honey. I know what you're going through, baby. Welcome in. Hit the like button on your way in, everyone. It is free. It don't cost a thing. It does not have to cost a thing. Let's hit the like button, y'all. Hold on. Yeah. What days did I say I go to? Was it Mondays and Wednesdays? Mondays and Wednesdays. So that's tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Hey, y'all. I'm just letting the fear y'all come on up in here before I get started. We ain't gonna be live. We shall not be for you long. Hold on. Welcome, welcome everybody back to In the Safe Zone. If you always here, hold on, y'all. Let me turn off these notifications because this gonna give me just a headache. Welcome back to In the Safe Zone. If you always here, welcome to In the Safe Zone. If you are new here, be sure to hit the like button and share the live for me, if you will. All of which helps to try to push me off into this algorithm, guys. Hit the like button. It does not cost a thing. I do have super stickers, super chats, super thanks after the live. And if you happen to catch this live um after the live is over, make sure you comment down below and let me know what you thought about the live, or just put your thoughts in the comment, whatever you want to say, and make sure you hit that thumbs up button, and subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed. Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure all of my notifications on both of these. Oh my gosh. Hold on, y'all. Both of these phones are off because I'm using one as a teleprompter, y'all. So if it look like I'm licking their way, y'all already know that is what I am doing. Let me turn this way. So, you know what, guys? Hold on. Oh, let me get my sound right. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Sound check. Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear me in the chat. And let me know how it sound, y'all. Okay, now I got it together. Because at first I was like, what is going on? I can't even hear. Okay, I can hear now. Welcome in, everybody. We are on day, I want to say, is 13 of my personal 30-day mental health content challenge. Day 13, y'all. Can y'all believe that we have made it to day 13 from day 1? I can't believe it because I done thought about stopping so many times, y'all. Ooh, my little knots don't look right, but that's okay. I done thought about stopping so many times, y'all, because I be tired when I get home from work. But I love it. And I know the information got to get out there. So I keep pushing and keep pushing through everything just so I can come out here and complete my 30-day challenge. So let me start by speaking to everybody that came up in the building. Sting was the first one in the building. She says, I'm here in the safe zone, boo. My condolences again, Sting, on your loss. You know I love you. You know, you will be in my thoughts and prayers along with your family. You know, we here for you, Sting, and let us know if you need anything, okay? Hey, Nesta Pooh. Nesta said, hey, Boo and Chad. Hey, Charge It to the game. Thanks, Boo. I never planned a funeral before I got to help my sister. It's something. It's something, Sting. It's something. I done planned so many of them, I can't even count. But I'm going to have you all in my prayers, okay? Um, hey, Blue. Blue said, hey, sis Moss in chat. Hey, Angie. She said, hey, in the safe zone in chat. Angie said, I've been rocking and rolling up in this thing for 2 months. Peace, love, and joy. Thank y'all. Oh, by the way, y'all, I do have 2 memberships, 2 affordable memberships in the Safe Zone Circle of Love and Peace, Love, and Joy. So if you want to become a member of this channel, just hit the $. Y'all, Facebook kicking me already. I already could tell what type of night this gonna be, but we're gonna pray that demon away. And y'all, if it does go out by any chance, and I don't come right back. I mean, if it does go out by any chance and it don't let me come right back in, I don't come back and tell y'all to kick me, I'm going to StreamYard, okay? So just come on over there, okay? That's how we gonna do it from now on, because I don't know why they keep kicking me like that. Hey, and Tiffany. Hey, Cheryl. Cheryl said, good evening in the safe zone, everyone. Good evening. I can't wait to start agreeing. That's cute. You think that's cute? Charge to the game. Ooh, honey, I'm about to dye this hair and get it braided again. I ain't ready. Blue says, sounds good and clear. I see all the thumbs up. Everyone hit the like button, please. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think I done made it. Let's see. And Tiffany said, hey, Raymond and chat, happy Tuesday, everyone. Happy Tuesday to you, beautiful. Thank you for coming through. Blue says, day 13 of our mental health challenge, setting boundaries. You don't owe everyone. Setting boundaries. Hey, Danny. Danny said, hey, all my lovelies. I'm on big screen mostly. Okay. Yes, all the prayers going up for Sting and her family on her loss. Hey, T-Lo. Nelson, I don't know why they do that. They do me like that. I don't even know if they do nobody else like that, but this been happening to me for over a month. And I hate it. I don't know if it's YouTube or me, but it's happening on both devices. So I think it's YouTube. Sting, my heart is with you, big sis. I'm praying for you and your family's comfort. I hadn't either until mom. The funeral home will be a big help in guiding you and your sister through the process. Absolutely. They're gonna be a great help. A great help. Okay, Cheryl. Thank you, baby. Okay, y'all. So let's go ahead and get started because hold on, y'all. Oh, here we go. Because we're not gonna be long tonight. Oh, it's not me. I was wondering, boo, because I'm like, it happens to me like every other live. Every other live. It happens to me. Okay, so first I want to see if I done gave our badges, which I think I have, y'all. I know I have. Let me just check that right quick before we get into tonight's commentary of boundaries. It's okay to say no, setting limits, and all that good stuff. This is not what I'm trying to do. Out the way. Hold on, y'all. I don't know why this thing keep doing this to me. Hold on, y'all. I'm using my son computer, and this thing here is just acting a fool. Hey, Taylor Bug, I ain't forgot you, baby. I see you. Hey. Blue says, since you rocking those space buns, thank you. Cause baby, I have to do that because this hair, baby, is a hot mess. This hair is a hot mess. Hold on, y'all. This thing keeps wanting me to ask a question. Now I'm gonna have to just push the question. I can't take it off. But anyway, there we go. So let's see. Blue speaking to John. Okay, awesome, awesome. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can see if I done gave out my badges. That's what I'm trying to do. Cause honestly, I think I done already gave them out though. Yep, I know I probably have. Hold on. No, 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 no. I'm practicing, y'all. What you mean, Miss Angel? What you practicing on? Let me see what you said. Okay, I guess it's gonna let me in. I don't know why it's tripping, but anyway. So this is what we gonna talk about tonight. I ought to say no. Ooh, honey, I know. I'm gonna try to help a little bit tonight with that being able to say no, cause it's a little hard to say no. Y'all make sure y'all share the live for me if you will. Let me go ahead and share while I'm thinking about it. Hold on. Let me share. Let me share. Okay. I have shared. Okay. So tonight's title, I know y'all can tell. Thank you, boo. Tonight's title, I see y'all. I know y'all can tell from the title what we're gonna be talking about tonight. I did tell everybody last night that we would be talking about boundaries tonight, and I kept my words. Y'all, I was a little tired. Didn't really want to come live. I was gonna actually do a video and call it a day, but I decided to go ahead and come on out. I went on ahead and did everything, and I had scheduled it for like 7:30. So tonight we are talking about it's okay to say no, setting boundaries. Let me start by asking everybody, like I do every live. Let's go ahead and take the temperature in the room, put it in the chat. Also, disclaimer, y'all know y'all do not have to share anything in the chat and engage during our chat engagement time if you don't feel comfortable doing it. Okay. So drop in the chat and let me know where you are on our virtual feelings thermometer. One being I'm on the lowest of the low, and 10 million I'm on the highest of the high. Let's see where you ladies are at tonight. And then I'm gonna let y'all know where I'm at tonight. Let me know where you at. How y'all feeling? How has the day gone? Oh, it won't let me do it, y'all. I don't know why it won't let me do it. So I can't even really tell, child, if I done gave out the badges or not. I think I have though. Okay. So we have I know Sting says she at a zero. Sting, and we understand, baby. You can be at your zero tonight. You can be at your zero tonight. I get it. We get it. We get it. You have every reason to be at a zero. Blue says, I'm at an 8. Awesome. Danny, you at a 2. Danny, what's going on? Vanessa Pooh said, I'm at an 8. Charges to the game says I'm at an 8. Sting said, we understand. Sting, we understand that because my heart aches for you, and there are no words to ease and feel the ache you feel. Love you. Absolutely, Sting. And we know that's why you're at a 0, baby. And it's gonna be okay. It is going to be okay. Hey, Evelyn. Evelyn says, I'm at a 9. Okay. Okay. So the majority of the chat that's participating feels like they pretty much, okay tonight. It's been an okay type of day. Your energy levels it's okay. It's okay. We don't see a lot of 2s and 3s and 4s.
in the chat and fives and anything like this. So we pretty much halfway. Hey, Drea Queen, welcome back, baby. How you doing? Blue says, Danny, oh my poo, we're here for you. You're not alone. Love you too. Absolutely, Danny. Whatever it is, baby, it's gonna be okay. It's absolutely gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. Because sometimes we have those pretty much down days. Every day ain't gonna be a 10. Every day ain't gonna be a 9 and all of that. It's okay. It's okay. Um, let me take that 8 back and replace it with a 5. My son is giving me here. Okay, 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 charge to the game. Okay. You allowed to take it back and change it, boo. Thurman Lee says, North Carolina checking in. What's good, my friend? Welcome to the chat, Thurman. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hit the like button if you like this type of commentary. And subscribe to the channel if you like this type of commentary. Today I'm on day 13. Day 13 of my personal mental health content challenge. And that's what these whole 30 days is pretty much basically about. Mental health awareness. Drea says, I'm at a 7. That's good, Drea. Sting, why you time Drea out? How long you time out for, Sting? I've subscribed and like. Thank you, Thurman. This storm that we're in, it must pass. The calm comes after the storm. We can do this, loves. We have one another to lean on to God. Yes, 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 absolutely. Sting says, Drea, I'm sorry. That was a mistake. Come back. Drea, come back as soon as your time out is over, okay? It was an accident. And sometimes it happens because I'm a moderator too. Um, Peanuts Mimi says, I'm at a 5. Okay, Peanuts Mimi. That's halfway. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. We'll take it. All right, y'all. Welcome in, everybody. Y'all already know I'm really glad y'all here. Tonight we're talking about boundaries and specifically the truth that it is okay to say no. It's okay to say no. That's what we're focusing on. Not focusing on, but specifically saying about boundaries. It's okay to say no. Now, y'all, I know it's a lot of us that have a lot of problem with saying no. I know that. It's hard and it's difficult sometimes to tell somebody, no, I can't do it. No, I don't want to do it. I'm unable to do it. Knowing that you're unable to do it, can't do it, but you still can't tell people no. If you've ever felt guilty for protecting your peace, this conversation is for you. In the chat, if you don't mind sharing, have you ever felt guilty for protecting your personal peace? Let me see what y'all say. I want to know. Blue says, Thurman, welcome and hello. You're going to love it here in our safe space. Absolutely. Absolutely safe space. That's what's next up in the commentary. Charged into the game said that's part of my problem. Angie, my biggest problem. Peanut Mimi say yes. Charged to the game say yes. Have you ever felt guilty for protecting your peace? All the time, says Sting. My sister tried to send my daughter over here. I told her I don't need them. I'm okay. Absolutely. Yes. Before my meekness was taken for my weakness, one too many times. Okay, Blue. You mentioned that and I think that was last night's live, and I love that saying. Don't take my meekness for weakness. Most people will say, don't take my kindness for weakness. I love that. That's a twist on it. And I had never really thought about it that way. But I totally get it. Well, tonight, this is the safe space, y'all. Of course, this is a judgment-free zone. Always have been. You don't have to justify yourself. You don't have to explain your boundaries. You're allowed to have them. Now, if you do want to talk about them and justify, not justify them or talk about them in the chat, y'all know I welcome that. But it is not a requirement. If you don't feel comfortable answering some of the chat engagement exercises, please feel free to just answer in your space. That's okay too. Getting into tonight's core message, boundaries are, okay, first of all, let me say this. In the chat, tell me what your definition of boundaries are before we get into the core message. I can't stand these headphones, y'all. I promise you I can't. But to use the mic I'm using, I gotta have them. What is your definition of boundaries? Let's start there. Angie says, tell them blue. Absolutely. Charge to the game says, I literally want to go no contact to protect my peace. I need to move to Thailand. But see, charge it to the game. The beauty of that is you don't have to move to Thailand to do that. You don't have to. You don't have to move to Thailand to do that. At least I'm going to say in general. Not you specifically, okay? But I'm just saying in general. Blue said, I feel you, Charles. I promise you I do. Peanuts Mimi says, comfort levels in safe zones. Absolutely. Okay. Sting says, lines crossed. Okay. Anybody else want to chime in on what they feel like the definition of boundaries are before we get into the core message? Because tonight's commentary it's kind of short, y'all. It's not a lot. I may do good to get an hour. I may do good to get an hour. Charles said they gonna come find me if I don't leave. You know what? You know what? That's crazy. But see, it comes in where you gotta learn how to set them boundaries in those limits. And it won't matter if you in Thailand or if you here. I mean, or there. Wherever you are, Charles is the game. I'm telling you. When you learn how to set the limits and the boundaries, it don't matter where you are. It don't matter where you are, honey. They gonna let me see. I read that one. Boundaries are strict barriers in full effect 24/8. It keeps friends, family, and colleagues so far from my peace of mind. It protects my inner self from unnecessary harm. I love it. I love it. Vanessa says, I agree with you, Sting. Absolutely. Absolutely. Tilo says, I'm the one in my family, the one that does everything, make arrangements, etc. Too many depend on me, and I can't say no. This is the live for you, Tilo. This is the live for you. This is the live for Charging to the Game. This is the live for anybody in here that feel like they have an issue saying no or setting boundaries. Now, Sting, on the other hand, appears she got this thing down. Well, it appears Sting got this thing down pat because she, like she said, no, I'm not going over there. Y'all invited me over there. I'm okay. Don't come over here. Sting appears to have them boundary things, you know. So we gonna see. We gonna see. Peanuts Mimi says great definition, Blue. Absolutely. Danny says having limits that produces consequences and repercussions. Okay. Hi, Spark Bracelet. She said, hi. In stronger terms, boundaries are what you going to accept from a person and what you are not going to accept from a person. Great answer. Great answer. Blue says, amen. I had to learn exactly what I was doing to cause others to ruffle my feathers, from workplace drama, family drama, and all the things that has nothing in the world to do with me. Absolutely. Absolutely. Truth is, all of the answers that y'all gave tonight can apply to boundaries. Because what boundaries look like for me might not look the same for you. Okay? But for the core message, boundaries aren't walls. They are guidelines to show people how to treat you. Or guidelines for how people treat you. They're not walls. It's a guideline. Saying no doesn't make you mean. A lot of people worry about, if I say no, I'm going to be looked at as this. If I say no, I'm going to hurt somebody's feelings. If I say no, blah, blah, X, Y, Z. It doesn't mean you're selfish. You might feel like, I just can't tell these people no. Because that'll be selfish of me to keep telling these people no. What it does is, it makes you honest. How many people in the chat, with a show of hands, agree that setting boundaries makes you honest? Not selfish, not mean, but honest. If you can learn how to say, nope, I ain't got it, not doing it, you're not going to cause me to do it, none of it. Them boundaries. Them boundaries. Blue says, my heart is so big and I will be the one walking around like a savior. No ma'am, people will leech and drain the hell out of you. They will not do the same for you. We gotta stay woke and just say no. That is an awesome way to put that. In a more layman's terms type thing, or like a more laid back terms. You right. Because most people don't do the same for you. Sting says, okay, Peanuts Mimi said me. Okay, you agree that setting boundaries makes you honest. I agree with that too. Sting is 66 years old, seen a lot, been through a lot. I learned the hard way. Now it's just flat out no. Sting, you got some strong set of boundaries. No matter how you got there, you got it now. So everything that you did go through have you the way you are today, and able to say no and not allow people to just take advantage of you. See, that's how we gonna look at that. Hey, Casino, salute, today is my birthday. Happy birthday, Casino, and many more. How old are you today, Casino, if you don't mind me asking? Tilo says, charges to the game. I have one also. He can get a little disrespectful, and a little disrespectful is too much. He burns me up at times, so I ignore him. Blue, that was for me. Thank you for that. I love when Blue bring them down and bring them down and bring them down. I told her it's time for her to start her channel. She had so much to bring, y'all. Just from listening to her in the chat alone, the little time that I've known, I'm not, because I can't speak for everybody. I feel like I have known Blue for a long time. And we all know that's not true. She has some gems, baby, that she be dropping in the chat. I'm telling y'all. Charged to the game says, a pity party gets me every time and I'm burnt out. Absolutely. Peanut said, that's why I am standing on boundaries, because I haven't seen reciprocation and I'm over it. They're not doing the same for you that you do for them. Vanessa says, happy birthday, Casino. Yes, Peanuts Mimi. Keep standing on business. Absolutely. Blue says, I love you all for the encouragement, love. Yes. Yes. And it's so genuine. Thanks, Blue. I just have to learn not to feel bad about it. See, that's the guilt, Peanuts Mimi, that we talked about. That's the guilt. Blue definitely should start her channel, and she should. T-Lo, yes, mouthing off is disrespectful, but that's as far as it goes. But to me, that's too much. How dare him absolutely charge to the game. And you know how. You know. Sometimes they just get a little bit beside themselves. So we get it. My son 30 will be 38 years old on his birthday. And you know, I done been through that when he was younger. Okay. Like I said, it does not make you selfish. It does not make you mean. It makes you honest. Every yes that costs your peace is too expensive. If the yes is going to disturb your mental health, if the yes is going to disturb your peace, if the yes is going to disturb any aspect of your life, it costs too much. That's too expensive. Now for interactive chat moment. And if you want to share, please do. And if you don't feel comfortable, please don't. Y'all know my goal on each live is 50 likes. So please hit that thumbs up button. Just keep hitting that thumbs up button if you have not already done so. Number one, this is interactive chat moment. And y'all know we do this on every live. Do you struggle with saying no or with the guilt afterwards? That's why I called it when you just said that about I just got to learn how not to feel bad about it. Because I knew this part was coming up next. Do you struggle more with saying no or with the guilt that comes behind saying no? I hope y'all got y'all journals out because I'm knowing it's going to be something that will be said tonight that y'all can put in those journals. Angie says, I received that in the safe zone. Absolutely, Angie. Charlie, I agree. When he's in those moods, don't pop off with it. I know it's hard not to, but try a different approach. These children aren't cut from the same cloth as us. Blue, absolutely. I totally agree. So Peanuts Mimi says, both. Yeah. Anybody else? Do you struggle more with saying no or with the guilt afterwards? Is it a no? Is it a guilt? Or is it both? I struggle more, honestly, with the guilt after. That's my problem. Tito says both, saying no and the guilt. It used to be the guilt after, absolutely. Angie says both. Blue says neither, sis. Not anymore. I have a huge bag of no's and a small bag of yes. Absolutely awesome, Blue. Hopefully and prayerfully, we all can get there, honey. But it might take some a little more, a little more time and effort than others. But that's awesome. That is awesome. Danny says, I struggle with both as well. I struggle with the guilt. Not the saying no part, because I can tell you no. I don't have no problems with telling you no. But you know what? I do struggle with how I feel afterwards. Angel said, Blue, pass me them bags, please. Absolutely. Charge to the game. So he just told me Sunday that he'll never talk to me again. And I've been crying and stalking his Instagram. He makes me feel bad when I argue back in defense. I have to just let it be and not run behind. Absolutely charge to the game. And this may sound a little harsh, but what you might want to do is for a little bit of while, give him what he wants. then he's going to realize what he's missing and where he went wrong. If he don't want to be bothered and want to be, out your life and all of this, sometimes we got to give them what they asked for. And it's for their own good. Because we know they don't mean it. But sometimes you got to show a person. That's just my opinion now. Okay? That's just my opinion. Tito said, Blue, that's goals. Absolutely. Sting says, the guilt used to make me feel so bad, I would call back and say yes. Me too. Me too. After I don't feel so bad about it, I don't call back and say, okay, yep, I'll do it. Absolutely. I be going against myself helping folks, but not no more. Come on, Danny. You better come through. And I'm changing that. Absolutely. Him, that's his tactic on how to get what he wants. Yeah, and I'm telling you, he's using that because he knows how you feel about him not being around you and not wanting to be around you. I'm telling you, honey, sometimes you have to get them what they want. That's just my opinion. Charge it. Like I tell man, he'll need me before I need him. It's hard though. Yep, it's hard, but it's fair. It's tough love. That's how I raised mine. It's tough love. Then that is my issue, but I'm learning I can't keep pouring from an empty cup. Oh, that absolutely. Danny, please stop going against yourself. Your peace of mind is valuable. Protect it at all costs. Who would they ask if you were in another state or simply unable to come through for them? Absolutely, Blue. You said a mouthful. Because they're going to definitely find somebody else to do it if you wasn't around and able to. And if your cup not full, you can't do nothing with nobody else. Blue is absolutely right. Setting boundaries can feel uncomfortable, especially if you're used to being the one who shows up for everybody. It can be very difficult to start setting boundaries and limits with people, especially when you the go-to person. When everybody calling on you. When you're asked to do something and you always doing it, yeah. It may feel uncomfortable. You might feel like you want to just give in and call back and say, okay, yep, I'm gonna go do it. But I always think about this. Protecting your energy is not betrayal. That's self-respect, y'all. I know it feels like betrayal, but it is really not betrayal. That's you respecting yourself enough to say, no, I can't do this no more. I'm not going to do this no more. I can't be the one always saying yes and showing up for everybody. And ain't nobody showing up for me and giving me the same, treatment that I give them. Mm-mm, mm-mm, mm-mm. Sting says, exactly. My oldest caused himself moving out of 19. He was gone for a few months, came knocking at the door. I just opened it and let him in and walked off. Okay. Because he thought that grass was greener on the other side, but it wasn't. Yeah. Yes, you're going to run yourself ragged. You can't pour from an empty cup ever. I just be thinking, what if something happened? I have to let God and really stand it. Let God and really stand on that. Can you do this? Mm-hmm. They like big ones in my room in the closet. Vanessa says absolutely in the safe zone. Yeah. Blue says charge. You cannot hold that. Hand it right back to them. Life is shorter than we imagine. Let them figure it out. That's why I said sometimes you just got to let them have what they want. Because I feel like if you big and bad enough to sit up and tell me you don't want me around you no more, and don't come see you and don't talk to me no more, and you really big enough, bad enough to tell me that your mom, especially after I done tried and tried and tried and tried, baby, at some point, mama gonna give you what you want and love you anyway. Blue said, hey, nephew. You're doing the right thing, sweetie. So please stop worrying yourself. He will definitely be back. And he'll be back. And he'll be back. Because they always find out the grass ain't greener on the other side. Blue, yep, I'm going to this time. Good. Danny said, hey, production. Tilo said, charged it. My anxiety is bad, so I pray, and it's hard. Tilo, we know, baby. We know. We know. Especially with anxiety kicking in and peeping in. Yes, ma'am. But I'm learning quickly, guys. Good, Danny. Blue says it's not being mean or selfish, but how long are we going to allow them to disrupt our peace? We can be the best mothers in the world, but our children may have different perspectives, and they may. That's why I said it, Blue. Okay, I'm gonna go and give you what you're asking for. It's gonna hurt, yeah. Am I gonna want to be checking on you all the time and all this? Yeah. But I'm going to give you exactly what you want. I'm gonna give you exactly what you want. Um, Blue says, Tilo, I stand with you, babe. I know all too well about that. Blue, I stopped letting them disrupt my peace a long time ago. Sting, great decision. I'm glad I came here today. I really needed some advice. That's my baby, and it's hard. Charge it to the game. I know. I know. I get it. I done been there. But at the same time, sometimes you just really got to go against the grain and let them have it for a while. Let them do what they do. Let them see. Let them figure it out. Because they gonna figure it out. They eventually gonna say, let me call my mom. Thank y'all for the praying hands that y'all putting up for everybody. I'm so happy you did, Sting. Yeah, Sting said she had to claim her piece, baby. And charge it to the game. I'm so glad you're here too. See, this is why. Hey, Chili Chill, how you doing, baby? Salute to you too, baby. This is why I do what I do with this type of commentary and this type of platform. Because you never know who needs this. Although it's unpopular, it's needed. And that's what gives me the motivation to keep going. And I thank you, Charge It to the Game, for coming to the chat tonight. I'm glad you here. I'm glad all y'all here. Even the ones that's not here, that's going to catch this on the replay. I'm thankful for, those that come and watch the replay. This is needed. It don't stop after my 30-day mental health challenge. Y'all already know it don't stop after this. But this is something that I wanted to do consistently to bring the content for 30 days. Because I don't want to start and stop. The first year of this page, I did mental health content pretty much all the time, every day. I said, Lord, I done covered every topic that there is to cover on mental health. Now what I'm going to do, But I done quickly found out, y'all, I didn't cover everything. I covered the basics. But it's so much more. Hey, Grandma, and hello, this flower. She said, hello, in the saves on the chat. This is needed. Absolutely, it is. Danny said, chill. We are very glad you came and charged. Absolutely. We want y'all here. I want y'all to come. I want y'all to get this good information. Because that's what it is. It's just information. Okay, thank you. Ooh, we hit the melted. It's just information. Oh, they already had spoke Mario when they saw you the first time. It's information that normally you just wouldn't even think about. You just wouldn't. Who will sit up and just think about setting boundaries and healing isn't linear and all of these different topics I've covered these last 13 days. People just don't sit up and think about that kind of stuff. That's why it's like, okay, I'm here. I'm gonna bring it. charged that we can talk until we're blue in the face. They will still choose the path we tried to protect them from. However, we train them up in the ways in which they should go, and when they get of age, they will not depart from it. That's true. Peanuts said this challenge was an excellent idea. Thank you, Peanuts Mimi. We can definitely do deep dives too. Are you saying lives or dives? In the safe zone, babe. I love that you are doing this 30 day. And I'm on day 13, y'all. We are on day 13. Let's give ourselves a I never would have thought I'd have made it to day 13 when I started this entire challenge, y'all. I just don't, I'm telling you, I didn't know what to expect. I was like, what if they don't come? What if ain't nobody interested? You know, what if I ain't talking to nobody? All type of devil stuff came up in my mind. And then God said, girl, don't you worry about that. He said, don't worry about that. Don't worry about who coming and who not coming. Don't even worry about that. You push this challenge out because this is needed out here. Where two or more are gathered. And that's what made me say, okay, I'm going to go forward with this challenge. And I'm going to see it all the way through to the end, honey. Hey, Miss Alabama Boo. She said, good evening in the Zay Sound in chat. I mean, in family. How you doing, love? How you feeling? Welcome, welcome. Absolutely. Speak blue. I'll be in and out the chat taking care of business while I'm listening. Okay, baby. Thank you. Dive, my eyes watering. Dives, my eyes watering. You said it right. You said it right, baby. I was just asking. Almost all my girls are in the chat. Yes, ma'am. Thanks, my blue and Miss Alabama. Hey, Seneca. He said, hey, my snookums. How are you doing tonight? I love you. I love you too, Seneca. I'm doing good. I am doing good. I'm doing good. Today was a good day. Today was a good day. Okay. Getting back to it, y'all. Protecting your energy is not betrayal. It is self-respect. Okay. Here's a simple boundary reminder. Okay, Drag Queen, you back. So glad, baby. Sting timed you out by mistake, boo. It was a mistake. So I'm glad you made it back. Here's a simple boundary reminder. Y'all still here? Let me know y'all still here with me. Put some green hearts, some thumbs up, ones in the chat or something. Let me just see. Let me poll the chat a little bit. Let's see. Come on, y'all. I need 21 more likes to reach my goal, honey. Yes, spoiling a child doesn't stop once they reach the hood. Oh, Lord, no, it gets worse. I still spoil my son, and y'all see how grown production is. I mean, you know, but I do, you know, have that tough love too. Okay, so Seneca still here, blue here. Okay, green heart, Tilo here. Y'all here? Y'all here? Okay. Hey, Britt Boo. She said, hey, Boo in chat. My like, yes, you are, honey, but you here. And that's all that matter. You made it. We on day 13. Day 13. Hey, Tater Book. Well, Tater Book already been here. Thank you. I see you green hot back. I'm sorry, Dre. I'm not in the right mind frame tonight. Welcome back, little right. It was a mistake, Dre. Thing I already put in the chat early in the chat when it first happened. She said, "Oh, tell Dre to come back. I'm sorry, it was a mistake. You ain't lying, Charge. I'll be 50 November, and I'm spoiled. I'm a spoiled thing to this day. Absolutely, it don't stop there. It don't stop there. Okay. Here's a simple boundary reminder. Since I polled and y'all still with me. You don't owe anyone immediate access to you. I'm going to say it again. You don't owe anyone immediate access to you. You don't owe everyone a yes. You don't need a long explanation when you say no. Okay. Do y'all believe that? I'm going to say it one more time. You don't owe anyone immediate, that means instant access to you. You don't owe everyone a yes. You don't need a long explanation. You know how sometimes a person go into a whole long explanation why they can't do something, or when they're asked to do something. Think about it. You don't owe anyone immediate access to you. Mm-mm. You don't owe everyone a yes, and you don't need a what? A long explanation when you trying to tell a person why you can't do nothing, why you can't do something. You just don't. Brittany said, Blue. Hey, Blue, Miss Alabama, my boo, Janice thing. Hello, everyone in the chat. Brit is speaking to everybody. No is a full sentence. Peanuts, Mimi, get out of my head tonight. No is a full sentence. That's it. You don't need no explanation. I see you, Angie. I see them 100s. I see them. Brittany Booster, I love that. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You don't owe anybody immediate access to you, instant access to you. Danny says, I learned it in the safe zone. I'm so glad you did, boo. Blue said, you don't owe anyone immediate access to you, period. Let's add the period on there. You don't owe a period. Angie says, I'm learning. Blue said, I tell them the short answer is no, point blank, period. It ain't got no explanation behind it. Some people love to explain. You don't owe anybody that explanation, especially when it's about protecting your peace and your mental. You don't owe nobody no explanations about it. Mimi, that's true. And when someone ignores you, it's an answer. Absolutely. Britt says, Boo Lieberford said to tell you she's always listening. Till I said thank you and I love her. I know she listening. Blue says, silence speaks even louder, and it does. Angie says, that went in my journal for tonight. Angie, you get that's, look, hold on. Angie said, that went in my journal for tonight. I'm so glad you decided to write that one down. Britt said, hey, Vanessa, boo. Hey, Britt, boo. I'm so, hold on, y'all. I don't want my phone to die over here. Okay. I'm so glad you decided to put that in your journal, because you already know at the end of the live, I asked everybody to tell me what their takeaway is from tonight's live. And see there, you done already told me yours, at least one of them. In 2026, we are protecting our time, our peace, and our labor. Absolutely. Amen. If you're learning boundaries later in life, like just say, for instance, 40s, 50s, even some 60s, that does not mean that you have failed. It simply means you're growing. Although you learned how to set boundaries and limits later in life, because some people set them boundaries and stuff off the top, whatever. Some people do. Like early on, I ain't getting you nothing. Nope. You know how some people be and have, that type of attitude behind it. That come early in life. But half the time they don't even know they setting boundaries. You know what I'm saying? But if you learning boundaries later in life, it don't mean it's a failure. It only means you're growing. Can y'all hear me good? Because I know I got my beats on. Can y'all hear me good? Because it just told me that my beats was connected. Drop a one in the chat and let me know. Sting says, I don't even have a journal. I'm so behind. Sting, I'm going to have to send you a journal, Sting. Send me your information to my YouTube email. Black Beauty Doll 1973 at Gmail. Wait, yeah, Black Beauty Doll 1973 at gmail.com. I'm gonna send you a journal, baby. Because me and you both know you can use that journal. Everybody in this chat can use a journal, y'all. When y'all writing and putting the most innermost feelings and thoughts on paper, when you can look at it and visualize it, sometimes writing and then just going back and reading about your progress, it means a lot. That's the importance of journaling. It's really just getting your thoughts on paper. Taking it from out of here and putting it on paper so you can visualize it and you can see it. Okay. I need to start journaling too. Absolutely. Okay, y'all can hear me okay? Because I know it just said that my beats was connected. But I know I'm coming good through the sound on the soundboard. My first big girl job, I thought some of my colleagues were mean. I later learned those were boundaries. That's it. People think you mean, but you're not mean. You just setting boundaries. Your no means your no. It ain't no explaining it. It ain't none of that. It's no means no. Big ups, please behave. You might learn something. What Big Up saying? I didn't even see what Big Up said. I need to start journaling. Please do, Peanuts. Journaling is so good for the soul and it helps you see your growth. That's what I said. So you can see your progress. You will be grateful for the experience, guys. And you will. And you will. Now I just want to ask a few chat engaging questions, y'all, before I close. Because we are about to close out. Got about 10 minutes left. I have trouble with journaling. I be too worried about who gonna find it and read it. Drea, a lot of people be worried about it. But that's when you put your journals in a safe place. Just like your diary. Remember our diaries back in the day? That we had the little key to go to the damn diary, but it wasn't, you could have broke the thing to get in there. I never saw the point in the key, but you put your journal in a safe place. Well, only you know where it is. If you worried about that. Nobody wants anybody reading their journal. It's personal. So that's why you're supposed to put those, you put those in a safe, secure place. But Danny says, Drea, don't be worried about that. Don't go into the workplace giving all of you. They don't need to have that kind of access. That's it. They will use it against you, boundaries. Absolutely. Sting, what happened to your stick? You on another page? I live alone, and when people do come over, they know not to touch my stuff. Sting, have you been blue tonight, or what's going on? Because I'm not hiding anything in my house from people. Absolutely. Shouldn't have to hide it at home. Drea, here's another way to think about it. Leave a part of you behind for others to find. They will learn valuable lessons. That's true. But some people don't want people reading their journals. I did therapy for 10 years. And half the people that was journaling didn't want nobody reading it. Felt like, how she feels. I'm worried that somebody gonna find this and see what I wrote. Half of my half of my therapy patients, they was like that. They didn't want nobody finding that journal. Mm-mm. And that journal is not for everybody to read. That journal is for you when it comes from a therapeutic standpoint. Your journal is your personal journal. When I tell my patients in therapy to get that journal and we go into the aspects of journaling and the importance of journaling, that's one of the first things that I tell them. Secure your journal. This ain't for everybody. Unless you want to share it with everybody. That's what I tell them. That's what they found out. Okay, yep, I'm on two. Okay, here I go. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, what is really going on? Sting ain't even in blue. But a little more chat engagement. Come on, y'all. I need 19 more likes to hit my like goal. And if I don't hit it on the live, I know I'm going to hit it on the replay. So it's cool too. I'm on two different devices. I picked up the wrong one. You know I'm not thinking straight. That's okay, babe. That's all right. We still know who you are. Okay. Chat engagement time, y'all. If you don't mind sharing, if you don't mind answering, I'm going to ask some, I'm going to read and you can answer, okay? Before we close out. Number one, are you a read receipts on or read receipts off kind of person? Y'all know what I'm talking about? And why? Are you a read receipts on or read receipts off type of person? And why? So when you do, is it daily or whenever something occurs? Charge it to the game. You journal whenever you feel like journaling. Every therapist will tell you something different. But me, with my patients, I allow my patients to choose when they journal. Now, some of my patients decided to journal weekly. Some of them decided to journal nightly. I left it up to them. I was like, okay, it's your choice. Everybody don't journal every day. Everybody don't journal every week. Sometimes people pick up their journal and put thoughts out when their mind is heavy, when they got things going on up in here. When they got things going on. Hold on, y'all. Let me turn this off. Oh my God, it won't go off. It won't go off now. So I let my patients choose. So it's to your liking, baby. Dre, that's how I feel about going to therapy. I feel like they're going to lock me up if I say how I really feel to a professional, especially since my body won't allow me to kick ass no more. Daddy, let me debunk one of those myths. Okay. Let me debunk one of those myths because it's a lot of people feel like that. It's not like that. First of all, what you and your therapist talk about is completely confidential. That's the first thing. Let me say this. The only time a therapist have to report is as if harm is coming or abuse or, things like that. Now then we got a duty to report. So I get what you're saying, but it ain't that easy to just get locked up because of something that you're telling your therapist. Okay? It's not that easy. Okay. Tilo says I'm a red receipts off type person. Angela says I'm a red receipt off. I have no idea what you're talking about. But what you mean, Brittany? You don't know what I'm talking about? Charge it to the game said off. Blue said red off. That's my boundary. I'm petty like that. I'm not even opening it off because it's too much information for the caller. Okay, what does red receipts mean? Drea Queen says, I don't know what y'all talking about. Blue explained. Blue said text messaging. Y'all know when it says red? Do you leave folks on red or not? That's basically what it's asking. I used to be on, but I moved to off because leave me alone, damn it. Okay, Danny. Okay. I'm very much aware of mandatory. Yeah. We mandated now. You come up in there and say you gonna, you know, but it's hard to just get locked up, even in jail or either in the mental hospital from, what happens in therapy. Because first of all, the therapist got to determine if what the person is saying actually what they're gonna do, if it's a delusion, if it's them just angry. It's a lot of steps to it. Let me see. I want to Madea the ass. Lord have mercy. Don't Madea the ass. Please don't. What is this? Hold on, y'all. Okay. I should report my damn self. Danny, you is so crazy. Oh my God. You ain't finna know that I took time out my day to read your buffoonery. Ooh, y'all something else. Okay. Okay. Well, me, I'm actually a red receipts off person too. That's how I am. Hey TRW. Next question. How many more minutes? Oh Lord, I gotta let it go now because we didn't hit an hour. Blue, that's my sister favorite word, and she's the biggest buffoon. Oh Lord. Okay, let me do a couple more before we close. Do you have a no phones at the dinner table rule? Or is that just a myth? What y'all think about that one? All of these are related to boundaries. Dan, that is laughing at you. Blue said, I'm mud to the damn DEA. Yep. Do you have a no phones policy? I mean, a no phones at the dinner table rule? Or do y'all consider that just a myth? Charge to the game says yes. Blue said yes, no phones at the table. Danny said, I'm grateful for this chat. I was feeling mighty low, y'all. And if you feeling an ounce better, our job is done tonight. Well, to me, a lot of people don't sit at the dinner table anymore. That's true. But I'm saying if you're at the dinner table, whether you have to eat at a restaurant, at your Sunday dinner table at home, do you have a no phones policy? Hold on, y'all. Now we had a no phones policy growing up. So yeah, that's how I came up, no phones at the dinner table. My parents taught me that was disrespectful. Nessa said no phones. Okay, I don't have a time for my phone while I'm eating. I'm too greedy, so no phone. Angie, I feel you, baby. Me too. Danny, you gonna be all right. You are. I don't have a no. Oh, Dre said I don't have a no phone policy. Okay. TIW said we gonna have our phones. Absolutely, if that's your preference. I think it's ill-mannered, as my grandmother would say. Life is short. We owe each other our undivided attention. Yeah. I was taught it was disrespectful. That's the way my parents taught us. They was like, no phones at this dinner table. This family time. We here to eat, and whatever. How to Ray Massey show. Y'all, that's production. He chiming in. I'm back. I put you on block person. Who? Who finna get blocked? Production says, hello, everybody. I know that I feel better. Thank y'all. This was Meaningful Live, and this is very much needed in this sector. I enjoy real life interaction and feedback from others who go through the same. That is what it's all about. Charge it to the game. It's a little different, but that's what it's all about. Oh, that's my answer to the question. Oh, okay. Okay, thanks. Okay, y'all. So last one. If your boss or your teacher emails you on a Saturday, do you reply immediately or do you wait until Monday? Are you that type of person? If your boss send you an email on a Saturday or your teacher, do you reply right away or do you wait until Monday? What type of person are you? This is all related to boundaries. Dang, everybody's saying the same thing. They gonna wait. Sting said, I don't know about all that red on and red off. I know I'll block your ass. Sting said, I don't know about all that, but I'm blocking you. Okay. Me and my daughter be taking pictures of our food and posting. Me too. That's why I have my phone. Because I'm going to take my pictures of the phone and I'm going to take my video of the phone and I'm going to do all that and then I'm going to sit it down. Now, talking on it, I ain't going to do that. But I'm going to take them pictures. So I feel you on that. Drea, I feel you, me too. I'm going to take pictures of my food every time. Charles, yeah, God is good and I'm happy for you. That argument shit is old and I'm tired of listening to the same old stuff. Yeah, a lot of people are. But it's entertaining. So you know how it go. It's entertaining. Wait till Monday. No, Blue, I ain't replying at all. Oh, Lord, okay. I'm waiting. Okay. Wait till Monday. This is my time out. Absolutely. Point blank period. That's unpaid labor. Yep. You so beautiful, bad. Thank you. Patonia, welcome. I used to be a right now response person. Me too. I don't do that no more. I used to reply right then. I don't care if it was a Sunday. I used to reply. Not anymore. Brittany said, wait. Okay. Good. Danny, that's right. We should start letting them cross those banners. They need to find them something safe to do. Absolutely. TIW Boo, Brittany, speaking to you, baby. Drea said I would have replied right away. So Drea, you would still reply right away? If they called you if they emailed you on a Saturday, you're gonna reply right then. You're not gonna wait till Monday. Hey, Misty. Okay, thank you for listening. No phones at the dinner table. I'll be on my table. Okay, let me clean it up. They will never receive a response on my off time ever. Absolutely. Okay, Sting. Yes, email me your info because I'm gonna send you some. I got to find a special journal for you. Ask Britt. I can find some special journals. Y'all, Brittany's journal says bad bitches are born in January. And that's her journal. Ooh, don't judge me, y'all. So, Sting, I got to find the perfect one, okay? Dennis, I just love you, Blue. I do too. It depends on what kind of job position you have. Yeah, because sometimes you have to respond. But if it's not one of those type of jobs, Dre, where you got to respond, I ain't responding to Monday. You can't get in trouble because it's your time, not theirs. Right. So they can't say nothing if you don't respond. You off. But like you said, Dress at some jobs,
So my mic just died. Can y'all still hear me? Or am I coming through this thing right here? Tell me what's going on. Can y'all hear me? Put a one, cause my whole board just died. I work in academics and I don't let my chair cross my boundaries. Point blank. Absolutely blue. Danny. Yes, Blue is one of a kind. She is, and we just love her. That's like my landlord that hours Monday through Friday from 8 to 5. So don't call me on a Saturday or Sunday. Right. Okay, y'all can hear me? Okay. Because my soundboard died, which means the mic died. But if I have a job where I'm on call, then yes, I'll reply right away. Absolutely. So in other words, y'all, it just depends. It honestly just depends on what type of job you have and if you are required to answer right away. But the moral of the story is if you don't have that type of job where you're required to respond right away, it's okay not to respond right away. It's okay to answer the email Monday. It's okay to leave people on read. It's okay to leave emails on read. It's okay to say no. Saying no don't make you weak. It make you honest. If you allow people to walk all over you, that's exactly what they're going to do. If you don't learn how to set solid boundaries and limits in life, people gonna walk all over you. They're gonna take your kindness for weakness, your meekness for weakness. They will never reciprocate what you give and do for them. So whether you learning to set boundaries late in life, late 40s, 50s, again, you're not failing. It's not considered a failure. It is considered growth. They will treat you like a real absolutely. Welcome, be loved from Camden. Welcome to the live. You got to do the replay, please. And hit that thumbs up button for me, please. They will mess around and find out with me. Absolutely. Hey, Kenneth. So, preach and teach, sis. Thank you, Blue. Thank you. Hi, Jersey. So listen. Hi, Tonya. So in this chat tonight, do you feel like you a boundaries type of person or you a non-boundaries type of person? Well, let me change that. When you started this live tonight, did you feel like you was a boundaries type of person or a no boundaries type of person? And how do you feel now? Britt Boo, you know I said in a minute, don't treat me like the red part around. But I listen, you know, Brittany, don't you start up in here tonight, boo. And y'all know that's exactly how she is. Um, Blue said I was boundaries out the gate and feel no ways tied. You absolutely were, Blue. You said it from the beginning. You said this live right here in the safe zone. I'm just up in here engaging because I don't have no issues with saying no and setting boundaries. I felt that, Blue. Um, Daddy said moving to boundaries type of lady. Good. You don't owe anyone immediate access to you. Absolutely. I'm definitely a boundary person and don't cross them because I will let you know. Sting, yes. You and Blue, I knew off the gate. I need 10 more likes, y'all, to meet my goal. 10 more. I didn't even set a goal tonight. I didn't even set a super chat goal or a give goal, y'all. Because you just don't want to sit one every time you go live. I'm not the type of person. You have people, helping you reach your goals and stuff. Couple of nights, you don't want to just have to keep asking. I just don't feel right doing that at all. So Josiah said, it's my first time on your channel. Okay, well, welcome. Definitely always been a boundaries person. Nelson, I can see that too. I'm going to keep saying that part. Okay. I'm finna put out even more boundaries. Okay, Steve, baby. I thought I was a boundary person. But after this live, I'm not so sure, boo. Well, that's what this live was for. To bring the awareness on what boundaries is, consequences of not setting them, how to set them, what it looks like to have boundaries. So it's okay, boo. We're going to figure that out together. Okay. We're going to talk on the back end about that. We're going to talk on the back end about that. Danny and Britt always on go and on site. Man, yeah, Blue, you done figured it out. Josiah says, awesome topic. Thank you. Make sure you hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And make sure your post notification bells are set to all, Josiah. Thank you for coming through. Welcome. Blue says, Josiah, welcome to our safe space. You'll love it here. Absolutely. Hey, Renika, how are you? Blue, stay on. Who you said stay on board? You saying Blue stay on it or you stay on it? Which one? Yes. But we love y'all so bad. Welcome to everyone coming in. Subscribe to the channel. Yes, please, and thank you. I learned a lot tonight. Thank you, Drell. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. Well, guys, in closing, before we end, y'all know I always like to end with a engagement chat. Before we end, hi Mika, thank you. Blue said, yes, my love y'all so bad. And we love you so bad too, boo. Blue. Before we end, I want you all to type in the chat or say it to yourself. Whichever one you want to do. And it was already said tonight. Look how God work. This right here was already said tonight by somebody in the comments. I promise you, no lie. Before we end, type or say this to yourself. No is a complete sentence. Now, didn't somebody say that tonight on their comment? No is the complete sentence. No need for a long explanation as to why it is you can't do what why. No need for no long explanations. Nope. Uh-uh. Don't even ask. Before you get it out your mouth good, nope. And then you got to learn how not to feel the guilt behind saying no. Because sometimes you just can't help but feel the guilt. No is a complete sentence. I see y'all. Sting said it. Danny said it. Josiah said, love it. Drag Queen said it. Said it. Brittany said it. Blue said it. Mimi said it. Who else?